Slowly but surely and also belatedly, the net is starting to tighten around Joe Biden and Biden family corruption. Now, I spoke on Friday about the senior IRS official who is applied to be a whistleblower. This is a guy who says that the Biden DOJ has been systematically thwarting criminal prosecution of Hunter Biden. And the reason they're doing it is not even because, oh, he's the president's son. It's because Biden is involved. Not only is Biden involved, Biden is the leader of the familia, the La Familia that has organized this operation. And Hunter Biden is by no means the only guy that has been carrying it out. It'd be one thing if even Biden had said to Hunter, listen, you're my front man, you can use my name. No, this involves many Bidens. How many Bidens? We still don't know. I think the number is up to 11. This is a number that was revealed by Representative James Comer. Who is James Comer? He's the Republican congressman that's doing essentially Biden family oversight. And what he's been doing is contacting various banks and getting records of payments from various entities around the world, notably from China. And this is money that is flowing through many times the shell corporations and front groups, flowing to various members of the Biden family. Apparently, it's not just Hunter Biden or James Biden or Frank Biden, but the in-laws, the wives. This is basically an operation that probably rivals the Corleones and is in some ways far more dangerous. Corleones were doing bootlegging, they were doing gambling, but they weren't selling U.S. influence and U.S. access to deadly enemies of the United States. And this is really what the Bidens are enriching themselves at the expense of the ordinary American. A shocking and scandalous development, something that on itself disqualifies this man from being president. Well, the latest, this is what I want to focus on, is the new revelation that the 51 intelligence agents who affirmed that the Hunter Biden laptop was not authentic, was not Hunter Biden's laptop, but said that it was Russian disinformation, as if the Russians put it together or the Russians somehow got their contents, their propaganda, their falsehoods into Hunter Biden's laptop. 51 prominent intelligence officials said this publicly, and they said this on a single letter. And this single letter was very helpful. It came right before the final presidential debate when the scandal was heating up. The New York Post was covering the story, by the way, censored on digital media. And then Joe Biden in the debate goes, look, there are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what Trump is accusing me of is a Russian plan. They have said that this has all the characteristics. 4 or 5 former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage. So Biden was able, obviously with the help of the media, to put this issue temporarily to rest, to remove it, so to speak, from the campaign by pointing to these 50 intelligence officials and say, even they say, these guys from both parties, officials, leading officials who have access to information that you don't have. See, this is the key. This is why intelligence officials carry a certain kind of prestige and why people listen to them. It's because they are thought to have troves of knowledge that they can get behind the scenes, information that is not available to the general public. And yet we now find out that this letter was cooked up, was initiated by, you guessed it, the Biden presidential campaign. Now, amazingly, the press, which is supposed to be investigative, looking at things, either never bothered to look into this or never seems to have found out about it. It emerged only recently from Republican House questioning of a fellow Mike Morell. This is the former deputy CIA director under Obama. And in questioning, Mike Morell admitted, he goes, listen, the reason we got this letter going is I got a phone call from Anthony Blinken. Who's Anthony Blinken? You know who he is. He's the Secretary of State, but let's remember that he was also a senior advisor to the Biden campaign. So representing the Biden campaign, Blinken calls Morell and he goes, basically, we need a letter. And you need to round up a bunch of intelligence officials. Morell says he took the letter and he forwarded it to other people, including former Obama Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, and others. And this is how the letter actually got started.